Self-Storage, conveniently located near the Harmon McDonald's. We offer affordable rates, online payments, and auto bill pay for your convenience. Plus gate access daily from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Call us today at 648-7867 for more information.
Good morning, Guam, and thanks for starting your day the KUAM way. Starting lineup, group chat Tuesday. We're here, as you can see, with the Director of Customs, Chief Ike Peredo. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
And good news, man. You just graduated a cycle of customs recruits over the weekend.
That's right, 23 officers.
Right, and so, shout out our friend Ralphie Scamballeria, of course, KUAM family. But let's talk about this cycle and, what led them to the graduation night. And I know it was pretty tough because I saw some videos of the training and they go all out.
Yes. Cycle started April of 2019. The officers had to undergo 3.5 months with the Criminal Justice Academy, where they have to academically pass those courses.
Right.
And then from there, they also come back to the agency, and this is where we conduct the customs technical part of the training for an additional 2 months. And then from there, we set them up for on-the-job training.
Nice.
And then graduation.
Right.
Which took place on Friday.
And so these guys graduated Friday and they're already out on the line.
Yes, effective Sunday.
Wow.
They're all at the airport.
Thoughts of break? No break, huh?
No break.
Straight to
no
it.
break.
Nice. And so how, every Guam agency, especially law enforcement side, we read about it dealing with shortages. How do these graduates help kind of fill in the gaps for customs?
Well, actually, when I came in, the airport had a staffing of approximately 40 officers. Now the airport operations is comprised of two main components here. The line officers that you will see when you come in, these are the officers that will be conducting your baggage at the airport.
Right.
And all your stuff that are coming in. The other component is the support and service division that comes in to augment that particular operation, and that's the drug detector dog units, the K9 for the agricultural unit, the biosecurity section that supports this unit. So all in all, the officers that are graduating, the 23 officers, are specifically assigned to the line units.
Wow.
Those are the officers that you'll be seeing on the counter, and that's a great relief because the challenge that I had when I first came in is the shortage of manpower at the airport.
Right.
Keeping in mind the number of officers, when I came in, there were only 40 officers to man the airport 24/7, and that's the line officers. And you have to take into consideration military leave, annual leave.
A lot of these guys
Yes.
do double duty, right? They're in
Yes.
the guard or...
Definitely. And so with the 23 officers, it really helped the operations at the airport because now we're seeing the additional staffing. Now the airport supervisor can concentrate on some of those gaps that we need to cover in protecting our island.
Right, and so does this free you guys up to put maybe some of these newbies, the grads on the line, and then maybe more experienced officers out there trying to catch those meth smugglers and whatnot?
Yes, definitely. As they continue their operation, we're going to be fitting them into the other sections to combat the importation of the illicit drugs that are coming in here.
Serious business, huh?
Yes, it is.
Right.
And although I graduated 23 officers, the airport, from my standards, is still short about 18.
Wow.
I still need additional 18 officers to fulfill that particular operation at the airport. And hopefully that I can pursue another recruitment cycle for this particular year.
Right, and so you told me that before we started. How optimistic are you about that?
I'm hoping the governor's giving me the support. Up front right now, I'm saying that we're looking at starting that recruitment. And of course, the biggest challenge here is recruitment process. It
Right.
takes so long just to vet and recruit this particulars. If you recall, we had a job fair probably sometimes in May or July.
Right, of last year.
Yes, and to my surprise, DOA mentioned to me that I had 800 applicants.
But not all 800 make it through the stringent vetting
Oh
process.
no, because as they will have to take the written test, and then they have to go through psychological examination, all those
Wait.
vetting process. So
Right.
it takes the process.
Right. And so
But
from
I'm excited,
800,
though.
you get down to 23.
Oh, most likely. Yes.
Crazy.
Yes.
And so, I mean, what do you, you know, I can talk to the governor for you, Auntie Lou, but this is it's very positive for you guys to have 23 more, and then you want to 18 more, and that's like perfect world.
Yes, for me. And the staffing that I need at the airport is just for the line officers. I'm looking at least 81 officers to man the airport 24/7.
Wow. And so let's talk about, you guys are really busy now, especially with this coronavirus. We were talking before the show, like what kind of, how involved are you guys in helping keep this coronavirus from hitting?
Well, definitely we are involved because we are the first line of defense right here.
Right.
The officers are mandated to prevent the introduction of communicable disease coming into our island. That's our main mission, one of the goals of our mission. So the officers are tasked with ensuring that each and every aircraft that are landing at our airports are properly screened. Even before we open the door of that particular aircraft, the captain of that particular flight must attest in writing with a declaration that nobody's sick on board. Now, aside from that, what we're doing with this particular coronavirus problem is that we work with CBP, our counterparts upstairs.
That's Customs and Border Patrol.
Yes.
Right.
So they provide us advanced information of passengers traveling throughout the world, and we can vet these people as they come in.
Right.
And that's what's happening now. So we have advanced information. We can now coordinate with our collaborators. We have a protocol in place that should we identify passengers coming in from the infected areas, that we're ready to engage with this particular protocol. The airport is on hand, and everybody's working together.
Right. So in a perfect world, you should know before that plane even leaves wherever it's coming from if there's somebody in there who was in China, or if there's somebody there.
To date, yes, because of the help of CBP.
Right, right.
Yes.
And I gotta give, I just wanna be the guy to give Guam credit, because I think it was late notice over the weekend. They had to deal with this travel ban, and, you know, there were some hiccups, man, but I think it's, especially now that we've folded in your federal counterparts, right, it's running a lot smoother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially the new ban that is in place right now.
Right,
You know, if you're a non-citizen, you're banned from coming in if you're coming in from those affected areas.
right. So there you go, you heard it here first.
Yes.
In case you're watching us from China, just chill out in China for a little while. So what else you got going on, sir, with these recruits? I know that you want to get more. What else is going on with the agency?
Well, with the recruits, we're making sure that we're continuing with our efforts with this problem that we have with methamphetamines.
Right.
We're working closely with our federal counterparts, especially the post office. That's considered
Yeah, how
an
could,
area.
maybe you could just provide more clarification, right? So when we hear about a big bust at the post office, sometimes they say, oh, Customs was involved with that. How are you guys involved with the mail coming in? And
Well, actually, that's where we come in with our support unit. The K9 unit will come in and go through the mail, and then from there, if an alert comes within that particular inspection process, then of course the K9 officers will work with the postal inspector, and there's a protocol for that.
Right.
But definitely we are a part of that.
Thank you. I hate meth.
Yes.
I cannot stand it. It's poisoning our island. There's just so many problems, and so, I mean, you guys had a couple really big busts. We had.
Yes,
I think there was
I can say that 90% of all the seizures that we made in 2019 originated from the post office.
Right.
So we are diligently working to ensure that we stop that.
Yeah, get them. And you guys had a 3-pound bust, I think, at Barragata, and then there was like a 5-pound bust at Tumuli.
Yes, we had
post
some.
office.
Yes, I can.
That's a lot.
attest to
That's
that.
like 8 pounds.
Yes, definitely.
What do you think of that? There's that saying that, oh, if they catch so much, then so much is coming through. Is that the way you look at it, or do you look at it as
Well,
like a
we
win?
can't say that we're hitting it because the postal system is a very sensitive operation. You know, it's coming from the United States.
Right.
And so we don't station an officer there to physically man and inspect all the parcels that are coming in. But we can use what tools we have, and that's the drug detector dogs.
Right.
So my message to the public is that we are there with our tools, and we will stop the importation of meth.
What about drug sniffing dogs? You want to get like some more, or what kind? How do you prioritize something like that versus trying to get more recruits in a new cycle?
That's in line because we have federal programs that provides funding, and just this year, when I came in, I managed to send 2 officers to go for training. We already received those 2 officers plus the K9. I am looking forward to sending 2 additional officers in April.
Nice.
Okay, to increase the unit with the number of dogs that we have. My ultimate goal is at least to have 10 or 12 drug fit dogs.
You just made all those drug dealers out there so nervous. You hear
Definitely,
that?
and I
10
hope
to
I
12
do.
more.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's talk about the port. I know you guys have you got a new machine down there, right?
Well, we always had the machine, the back scanner X-ray machine,
Right.
and it's there to, again, it's a tool for us to use to detect some of these contrabands that are coming in, and our machine is up. That X-ray machine is in operation, and we're diligently working with the port supervisor, with the Coast Guard, in identifying all these cargoes that are coming in, so that we can conduct risk assessment and follow through with some of this inspection process that are coming in.
Right, and so just so if people don't know out there, there's no way you guys can inspect every container that comes in. So you do a risk assessment and determine what type of cargo
Yes,
is more
definitely.
likely to be hiding some kind of smuggle. And what are they smuggling in at the port? Is it drugs or is it other types of contraband?
Well, you have to understand that 95% of our goods are coming in from the port.
Right.
So, of course, there's a lot of other goods that are coming in. We have to be mindful that we even have problems with people importing cigarettes, undeclared cigarettes coming into the port, and we're looking at that too, because that's a concern that we came about, and hopefully that we have the manpower to effectively inspect all these containers that are coming in. But I'm not going to say that we're going to conduct 100% because there's no way.
Right.
That,
They don't even do that in the States.
that's right.
Right.
That's
So
true.
I want to go, so we talked about, you got 23 officers, you put them on the line, and you want to do the new cycle. How much of that is including the post office and the port, or is it just concentrating mostly on the airport? Like, do we need more officers at these? I know we don't have anyone stationed at the post office, but what about like the port?
Yes, we're looking at expanding the number of officers at the port, and of course you have to understand our funding requirements here. Airport has a funding fee through the passenger service charge.
Right.
We have a funding fee with our cargo imports, and we charge a certain fee
That's for the post office?
for the port.
Oh, for the port, okay.
For the
Right.
port, and so we're looking at increasing the manpower down at the port. If you recall, we have a land that was given to customs. We own the land. We're building a container inspection facility on
Nice.
the port, and that is to control and account all those containers that requires inspection, and that facility will be the ideal facility for us, other than getting to agreement with the private sector to conduct a inspection facilities at their own.
Right, yeah.
We'll try and
You want to
minimize
do it on
that.
your terms in
Yes,
your area,
yes, at
right?
the port.
Right, okay. So it was good to catch up with you, Chief.
Thank you.
Man,
Anytime.
I know he's busy, he's got the coronavirus, I know he got meetings. Linda DeNorsi probably called like 10 times
Yeah.
already.
Yes.
So thank you, Chief, we'll let you go, and thanks so much. I just really wanted to come in and check on Director Peredo. I haven't talked to him ever since last year, right? And so
Anytime.
we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Yeah, anytime. There you go.
Anytime.
All right, my name's Chris. This has been Group Chat. Adios.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.